Letty, Let's 41, coming to you from my scrapbook once again, and I'm back to share with you guys a little project that I've been working on. Pick up these Balsa boxes at Michael's, and I picked up a few this last time that I went to Michael's because they had them for 50 cents, and they had a few that I picked up, and so I was lucky to have this style as well, because using this Balsa box, I was able to create what everyone here on YouTube has been creating. And I gotta give credit to, let's see, her name is Scrapinology here on YouTube. So what I have done is I created my very own little Balsa camera, or a little camera made out of a Balsa box. So I had so much fun, you guys, creating this here. Like I said, you know, I could have been done a lot sooner, but it took me 2 days. You know, with having to do a couple of things and run out and look for a car for my daughter, because she was looking for a car, so we were out looking for a car for her. So anyway, let me go ahead and start by saying that you know, that Scrapinology, I honestly don't know her name personally because I don't know her, but I did come across her video, and her idea was something I created inside, and I'll be linking my video to her channel because, you know, she did say if we got inspired, or, you know, we ended up creating one, to go ahead and link it to her video so she can check them out. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyhow, so I went in and I used my Tattered Time paper pad. As y'all can see, all these little gears here. And I wanted to create a camera that looked kind of vintage, kind of old, you know. So that's what I went with, my Tattered Time paper pad. And then what I did was to add a little bit of texture to it, I used my Goosebumps, and I love using that stuff. Picked it up at Michael's for $9.99, but you can use a coupon. So I've picked it up, I've shared it with a couple of friends here on YouTube, and it's awesome. I love it, and I'm almost running out, and I need to pick up another bottle. So anyhow, after I applied some of the Goosebumps on here, and you see how it has a little goosebump right there, and that's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. And the more texture you want, the more you can apply. Let it sit to dry, or dry with your heating tool, and you know, and it kind of bubbles up a little bit more when you use your heating tool. But if you let it sit to dry, you know, then you can go back and add some more. Well, I went over it using my Vintage Photo Distress inks. And then so I did that throughout the box, here at the top, and then at the bottom. Okay, and then after I did that, like I said, I applied my distress Vintage Photo ink. So then what I've done here for my viewfinder is I use some of my recently picked up, I think I actually ordered that through Joann's because I couldn't find it out here. I believe I think I picked it up at Joann's because I couldn't find it at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or I don't know. But it was the Vintage Photo Distress, I mean, yeah, the Distress Vintage Photo embossing powder. And I used that, and after you apply that, it kind of like it doesn't give you that shine look like the regular embossing powder does. It gives you this rough feel to it and look like a vintage, and then you can just kind of, you know, rub it through so you can remove those loose particles that that's gonna, you know, leave behind. And I did that to the to my little clicker here. And underneath the clicker, I don't know if you can see that, I added a little gear from Tim Holtz, because that's my spinner, you know, to spin your row. That's where I place mine. But here on my viewfinder, I added some acetate. You hear that? Front and back. You could probably see the glare. Look at that. I'm pretty sure you can see some glare right there. Let me show you. I don't know if it's picking it up, but I really can't see it much, and I don't know if you could see it as well. But anyhow, I added some acetate front and back, and then I did that to my clicker as well. And then I also did it to my lens. But then I went and I applied some cute little trim that I had, lace trim that I picked up at Hobby Lobby a little while ago. So it kind of covered it up, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. But I did, you know, emboss my whole lens here, and then with some of Tim Holtz ball chain, I added some around the lens back here, and then some up here in the front, if you can see that. And then I just added one of these little charms to make earrings that I picked up at Tuesday morning. It was a double pack that I picked up, and I liked the little charms that it had to make earrings. Not that I could incorporate those, like to make little charms to hang at the on the binding of the mini or just about anywhere. And I removed the little ring part, and I sent, you know, filed that down, and then I kind of filed the edges also, just so it can blend in with the color of the where the little ring went here. And then I just glued that down. And then around the camera, I added some of my mesh bling, okay, all around the camera at the top and at the bottom, as you can see that, okay. Now, I didn't want to go with too much of my bling because I really wanted to get that old vintage look. I didn't want to bling it all out, and I only added a little bit more here at the front of the lens, just to cover up the edge of the trim. And I was going to add some of my flat back pearls, but I didn't quite like how bulky it looked, so I decided to just add the mesh bling. But before I added the mesh, I added a piece of my trim, lace trim again, that's kind of like a scallop edge, and I add that on this, you know, front of my lens, just to kind of give it an extra cute little, you know, detailed look. Inside the lens, I added some more of my Tim Holtz paper back there to cover the back, because once you work with this lens, and that's where I got my idea of the lens scrapnology, was how to create your lens. And and you have to cover the back, so I used some of the Tim Holtz paper. And then in there I added some, I don't know if you can see those, I added some little Waldock Craft flowers back there. And then I added one of Tim Holtz little fracture dolls, and I used the mini one. And then you could see one of my little bird cages and a bird right there. And I think this is either spare parts or something that I picked up at Michael's. And but you could see those little flowers back there. And then I added some more acetate here in the front cover, which were my intentions. And she also shows you how you can, you know, how you can apply some of that acetate on there as well. What else? And I'll show you another little idea that I took from her. I guess that's pretty much in the outside. As far as my my strap, I use another piece of lace trim that I received from my dear friend Edie, that she sent my way. And hang on. Okay, guys, sorry, that was hubby calling. Okay, so that's what I did, was I added this, you know, piece of lacy trim that my girlfriend sent my way. And then here I added one of my slider buckles that I had ordered at Wild Orchid Crafts, and then I just ran it through, and then I folded in the back and adhered it, and then I adhered the whole buckle with my my trim on it. So I did that to both sides. Okay, and okay, so I think I pretty much covered up the outside of my camera. Now the inside, I'm adding again another little I keep forgetting gear, and then I added one of my brads, and I adhere those two together in the back with some glossy accent. Okay, and I don't know if I'm going to be applying that on there or not, but you see how it sticks on there? I have some magnet for my closure, And I didn't know whether to put any more bling right here, but like I said, I didn't really want to bling it out, so that's why I didn't add any more bling. And I wanted to add a little, just a little something, you know, there, just so it wouldn't look too plain. So that's why I'm not too sure if I'm going to be adding that gear right there. But if I do, you know, that's where it'll go. And then here's my closure. And I used some of the Hobby Lobby magnets that I found. And my daughter broke a magnet trying to connect them together, and they kind of like snapped really quick, and they broke one. Yeah, that was weird. So anyhow, let me go ahead and skip this part here. The inside is also goosebumped. Okay, and I love that texture. Although I was going to use some paint out here just to give it more a grunchy look, but it was going to cover all of my gears, and I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to show my Tim Holt gear pattern there. Now, but as far as the inking in here, the paint that I used was I don't remember the name, but I'll put it down below. It was one that I picked up at Tuesday Morning not too long ago, and it was a Prima paint that I picked up there at Tuesday Morning for 99 cents when they had all those paints and ink pads and stamps and all that going on. So I don't know if with the lighting, you know, but it's throughout the whole inside of my box. And I just love the way this turned out. I really do. I am so pleased with it. And I'm going to be doing maybe a shabby chic or maybe a girly kind of camera, but I do plan on making maybe a couple more. So yeah, and I didn't put any bling around here, of course, because then it won't close that good. So, but listen to this. See, it's really tight, you know, closed. It's an awesome, really, it's an awesome little magnet. And then there's one back here. See that? There's the other one. So there's my camera. And then as far as my my film strip, I was gonna try to use my Tim Holtz film die, but it was too small. Like Scrapinology Girl said, it was too small. And so when I saw her video and she had created this one, I thought, well, then I can create one too. So what I went and and did was I used some of my black cardstock paper and then some of this not corrugated but white core cardstock that I picked up at Tuesday Morning, and I used that. And then she has a tutorial, you guys, so you got to check her out if you want to create your own little camera. And then I just added some of the photos that are inside Tim Holtz, one of my Tim Holtz paper pads that I have. I can't remember which one it is, but I'll try and put the information down below so you can, you know, I'm pretty sure most of y'all know which one it is. But that's all I did, and then just use my crocodile. And I know they're kind of crooked, but you know, oh well. I can always make another one and place it there, but it's just gonna go on top of my shelf, you know, for display. So I don't know if I'll be placing it, you know, like this, or if I'll be placing, you know, my camera sitting like that, and then I'll be putting the film next to it. I don't know, maybe something like that, or just leave it inside, you know. I don't know. But yeah, guys, you know, try it out. If y'all haven't tried this yet, y'all just have to. It's really fun. I had a lot of fun creating my own little camera. And yeah, so give it a try. You know, it doesn't take very long unless you're a busy mom or grandma like I am with a set of grandkids, and then I have another set of twins that come over every other weekend. So this is what the box looks like, and you just remove these little pieces right here, and you paint it, you cover it with your own paper, gesso it, or do whatever you like, and then just start creating. And this is what you'll end up with, and then you can just display it. So, girlfriend, this is what I was talking about, the little Tim Holtz little fractured dolls. She once asked me, what do you do with those little dolls? See, you can put them in those alteration boxes, or any kind of alteration item that you alter it and create, and then in this case inside my camera. So that's what I've created, guys. And there's my little bird cage and bird. And yes, I had to add a little bird and bird cage because I love birds and bird cages. So there's my project, guys. I hope you like. I'll be coming back with maybe a card because I did order some stuff through Scrapbooking Made Simple, and that was back in March, and they were moving, so they couldn't send my order till just I just received it a couple of days ago. And so I'm gonna come back and share a card and probably that little haul. But anyhow, you guys, I just want to thank you all for stopping by, and I appreciate every comment that y'all leave behind. They mean a lot to me, so feel free to leave your comment down below if you like, and I'll be coming back to you real soon. Love y'all. Bye.